So hello developers, today we are going to solve the question number 242 of Leet code. The question name is valid anagrams. So let's discuss first what is mean by an anagram. Okay, so anagram is nothing but there are two strings. In both the strings the characters must be same, and even the frequency of each character must be same in the both of the strings. Okay, so this is the meaning of the anagrams. Like you can see, a is repeated 3 times in the string s, and a is repeated 3 times in the string t. Okay, then same for n is 1 time, n is 1 time over here, then g is 1 time in both the sides, then r, a and m are one time, e 1 time in both the strings. Okay, so if you see in the example 2, there is rat over here and car. Okay, so R frequency is 1 in both the strings, A frequency is also 1, but T is in only string S, there is no T in string T. Okay, same goes with the C. So the output will be false. Okay, meaning of anagrams. So let's see what topics we have to use. We have to use the hash table and string, then sorting. So let's solve this question. So they are told us to use the hash table. Let's import hash table. Import java.util.hash table. Okay. So even we can use java.util.star, but a good coder will always use the required libraries. Okay, so don't use any libraries, it will consume the spaces. Okay, so now what we can do is let's first handle the base case. So what will be the base case? Base case will be the length of the strings. Just think, like, if the length of the string is different, then they are not the anagrams. Okay, so first we will handle the base case as if my length of yes is not equal to my length of t, then just return false. Okay, cool. So let's now think about the logic. Okay, so what we can do is, like, we have to calculate the frequency of each character in both s and t, then only we can proceed. So for that we will be using the hash table. So let's describe the hash table. For the frequency it will be a number like 0, 1, 2, 3, and we have to take the characters from each string. Okay, then so I have to take the data type as character and integer. Then I will declare the variable as s1, which is nothing but the hash table of s, then new hash table. Okay, I will do same for the hash table will contain h. I will do same for string t1, then new hash table. So here I have declared s1 and t1 hash tables. Now I will go on calculating the frequency. So how I can calculate the frequency? I have to take the each character from the string yes. So what I can do is, I will use the for loop. I will start it from I is equal to 0 to yes dot length, then I plus plus. Okay, and I will take out the each character char c is equal to s dot char at of I. Okay, so I have to do same for the string t1, string t. Okay, so I will do the same, like t dot char at of I. Good. So here I am taking the character of yes, each character of yes, and each character of t in the 14th line all going good. So now I have to add the each character with its frequency in the hash table. Okay, so in the hash table, to put an character, we use the put method. Okay, s dot put. Okay, I have to use the s1. Okay, s1 is my hash table, so I have to use the s1 dot put to add the character c in the s1. Everything is going good. Now I have to give the frequency. So the first frequency will be 0, but if the character is again present in the if the key is again present, like a is one more time, okay, so I increment it by 1. So what I can use is, I will just use the s1 dot get or default method c comma 0 plus 1. So this get or default method, what it will do is, like, it will check like if the character c is present here, if the character c is present in s1 hash table or not. Okay, if the s1 hash table contains the character c, then it will increment the frequency of it by 1. If it does not contain the character c, it will put the default value as c comma 0. Okay, did you get it? If it is not present, it will put the value as 0. If it is present, then it will increment it by 1. Okay, whatever the frequency, whatever the value of that key is. Okay, then I will do the same thing for p1. Okay, so the c1 dot c1 get or default c1 comma 0 plus 1. Good. So here we are putting each element in the s1 hash table and t1 hash table with its key. If the key is present, then it will increment its value by 1. If the key is not present, then the default value will be 0. Okay, in both the cases. Good. So now what's the main thing? The main thing is we have to compare the frequency of each key from s1 to t1. Okay, so which is nothing but the value. So here I will use again one more for loop, and to iterate in each key in the s1, I can use the maps, that is entry sets. By using it, I can, so I will just import java.util.map. Okay, then I will use the map, and I will give the data types as character and integer e. Then what I will do is, I will use e dot entry set. Okay, it must be s1 dot entry set. So from each s1 okay, so it will take the key from s1 and it will add to the this map. Okay, so now I will take the character c as my variable and e dot get key. So e is nothing but a map. Okay, so e dot get key will get me a key. Okay, which is it will take the key and store it in the c, and that key is nothing but the key of s1. Okay, and I will declare one more variable as let me take it as value underscore s1, and e dot get must be e dot get value. Okay, so what I am doing over here is, I am taking the I am iterating through each keys in the s1 hash table, and I will storing it in the map. Then from map I am taking the character each key and storing it is in the C variable. Then what I am doing is then I'm taking the value of that key and storing it in the variable value of S1. Okay, so everything is good till here. Then I have to do the same thing for the T1 hash table. So for that what I can do is let's just check if my T1 hash table contains key of C. Contains key C. Okay, if my T1 hash table contains the key which is present in the S1 hash table, then I have to check its frequency, right? So let me take one more variable as value of T1 is equal to 0. Okay, the value of T1 is default as 0. Then what I will do is I will just take the value of T1 from here and store it in the value underscore T1. So value underscore T1, I will store the value of T1, okay, of the particular key. So e dot get T1 dot get of C. I have to check the value of T1 with the value of S1. If these both values have the same number, say, okay, then I will tell it them as like they are anagrams. Value underscore T1 is double equal to value underscore S1. Okay, but then return true. But the problem over here is if I return true over here, for one key it will check, for another key it will not check. So I will just use the keyword continue so that the loop will be continued till the end of the length. So one more I will make else as return false. Okay, so why return false over here? Because if any key, if the value of T1 is not equal to S1, then there is no use in checking any other keys. Okay, so I will just return the false. Then when this complete for loop runs, it means that there is no any frequency difference between the characters. So I will return it as true. Okay, I hope you got the solution. Let's run it. Mistake. Unexpected. Okay, there were bit syntax errors. Sorry, here it will be entry and E will be small. Yeah, now it's good. Let's submit the code. So bit got 26 milliseconds, which is more time. Okay, I will try to improve this solution or my best. Okay, so let's meet you in the next video.